onto that. Very soon we are going to see the kingdom. And to that, we like to say Kal Halayam La Alhayanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yabashai Bahasham Makakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great men who ruled well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing his works, his truth, and in sincerity try to focus on earth, risking their life to do so more now than ever. Shalom unto the Israelites who have been cattle among the hidden nations, and shalom unto the Akwat with his sisters that listen and learning, most importantly, obeying their husband. This is your brother Kratazar from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp out of GMS. Right? Back at you with another lesson. Right? Very soon we are going to see the kingdom. You've seen what's taking place. Right? The wars. Look at where Babylon reached. Babylon have reached on Iran waters. Right? Venezuela have been overthrown by Babylon. Right? Now he's stretching his hand to NATO, right? Which is which is over into Greenland, so to speak. Right? And most countries are fighting for there. So what is going to take place? What you think is going to take place? You think that it is going to be all peace, right? But through, the men of the Lord, we know that the kingdom is coming very soon. We can feel it, we can taste it, right? Hey, this year, shall be, all hell breaks loose. This year shall be all hell breaks loose, and you've seen all hell is going to break loose. You got this thing dealing with ice and all these stuff, right? This year is the year that all hell will break loose. Right? Going into Jacob's trouble. We already into Jacob's trouble. Right? This is the book of Job. (20:5). It said that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Right? The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Right? You only have this earth for a short time. You only have this earth for a short time. Our kingdom is here on this earth by rulership, by righteous rulership. Alright? By righteous rulership. And and with that, by that righteous rulership, we are going to see Ahchyam again. Right? We just cannot remember him because we just cannot remember the things that was from before. But we are going to see Ahchyam again. We are going to see his father again, our father again. Right? Trust and believe. Right? As in this picture that is up here as a thumbnail, we can only imagine so far, we can only fathom so far, because we can't fathom in how how the kingdom will look. But we know it's going to look marvelous. We know it's going to look great. It's going to look beyond what this earth or what this world currently look like right now. Everything is going to be more green. Everything is going to be more clean. Right? The gold. The different rubies. Right? And all this stuff. Right? But they knew that they have a short time. That's why they come down with all these great rats, all these legislations, right? Traffic fines going up, all these things. All right. Let's go to let's get on. Let me see. Hold on a sec. All right, let's get Sirach 10 and 14. Right, and it reads, the Lord has cast down the throne of the proud princesses. Salakia, this is the book of Sirach 10 and 14. The Lord has cast down the throne of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. Right, so the Lord have thrown down proud princesses, princes, right, which was, us back in that time, because we had the righteous rulership back in that time, when we was ruling for 1,000 years, right? Which kingdom, ever ruled for 1,000 years? Most kingdoms only rule for 250, and right now Babylon had reached that mark. They have went, I think, a little over, right? But right now they are on borrowed time. This is why they are trying to change the way in how they govern things, by changing into that digitalization system, right? To start a new era, to start a new kingdom of digitalization, right? So that they could try to stay on top, right? And start over, right? This is why you have all this chaos, total chaos for total control, right? But because of we have went off back in that time, right? The Lord has thrown us down from that high position that we once was, right? And now he set up the meek in their stead, which is meek within their positions that they have today as men of the Lord, right? Going out in highways and byways. He have set up watchmen, which is us, right? Because he has set us up, to do his work. Go out in the highways, prophesy, right? He set us back up, the meek, which is humble, which fear Yahweh Ahchyam Rashai. All right. All right, going down to verse 15. All right, and it reads, Yahweh had plucked up the root of the proud nation, right? Right? And planted the lowly in their place, right? Let me read that over again. This is Sirach 10 and 15. Yahweh had plucked up the roots of the proud nations, right? Which is the proud nations goes back with the Babylon. You have on all those other heathen nations, they are proud, right? And it said here, and planted the lowly in their place, which is the lowly is us, the men of the Lord. The Lord has planted us back within our place, within our righteous position, not being a wicked nigger within the world, right? He has taken us out to the dark, bring us into the marvelous light, right? Let's go here to, this is Sirach. Right, this is Sirach 13, and now before that Sirach, right, let me get this here. Right, this is the book of Matthew. There's the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 3. He said, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the weak, for they shall inherit the earth. And that is what we're going to do. We are going to inherit the earth back into that rightful state, right, from where it once was. All right, so let's go to this is Sirach 13 and 23. All right, so just give me a sec. All right, so this is Sirach 13 and 23. All right, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue, and look, when he said, they extolled it to the clouds, right? Which means that they look at that man high, right? About the rich man, they look up to him, right? But if the poor man speak, they shall say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, then they will help to overthrow him. And that is what it have been from since the days of the old, and also now. People look at us, they mock, scoff at us, right? Even when we try to show them the truth, they always try to play semantics, right? Try to ask tricky question, try to turn the truth into another form, right? But when a rich man speak it, or a man who have high influence, right, within their folly, they will listen to him, they will look up like a little puppy, right? But soon, then they will know that there was amongst, then they will know that a prophet was among them, right? But then that is going to be too late, right? Said we said there's a book of Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walk as slaves upon the earth, right? Let's read that again. I have seen servants upon horses, right? Servants, which those servants in the scripture speak as slave, which is, that goes back to Esau and those other heathen nations, right? When we have been set up by Ahchyam into our rightful place within the kingdom, we are going to have servants. A kingdom always have servants, right? It's going to be a recompense, is what is taking place, right? Now we are basically servants to Esau, right? We have to pay taxes, pay all the taxes, and these things goes into different tributes and this and that and whatever, right? We don't have chains on us, right? But it's basically slaves to the system, right? And those you say that I have seen servants upon horses, which is to translate that servant goes back, I have seen slave upon horses, right? And slaves, right, which is the princess, the prince, right? And prince, the princess going back into like the ones that who was in high stature, they are going to come slaves, right? They say walking as slaves upon the earth, right? So all of those who build in the bunkers and all these things, we are going to find you in. We are going to dig you out of those caves where you like to be. We are going to dig you out of those caves, and you are going to be those slaves, right? For your wickedness, you have us. You have taken advantage of it, right? You have stretched it, right? You have stretched it. You have stretched our punishment, right? Right, that you get it's a lot, right? This is me just go back a verse, right? This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. It said, fellow Salakia, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit. All right, let me just read it over again. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Right. So where is the rich? Where is the rich? Right, the ones who is really wealthy. You don't really see of them. You don't really hear of them. Right, but they have the puppets outside doing their work in their folly. Right. Right, where they hide behind they hide behind the curtains. Right, this is 1 Timothy 4:16, and it reads, it said, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. All right, so the kingdom is very close. Ahchyam, continue pushing, continue doing this good work, and soon our recompense will surely come. They only have it, they only enjoying this for a little moment, but we are going to have it forever. And to that, I would like to say Kal Halayam La Alahai Nawa Yahawa Bashim Yoshai Bashem Makakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone rule well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing his works in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright. Here's your brother Kratazar. Until next time, Shalom.